one more DLC for Planet Zoo confirmed, and also a Planet Zoo console version, as well as Planet Coaster 2 are more or less confirmed. More about that in this video. Okay, in front of you, you can see the financial year 24 interim financial results. Just to explain what that means. The financial year of Frontier always goes from June to June, as far as I'm concerned. And this means we are in the midst. And as you can see over here, this is exactly where it stands for the period of 1st of June 2023 to the 30th of November 2023, which is exactly half time for them because they go up to the end of May of next year. So, or actually this year, because we are already in 24. And we have some very interesting news in this one. So let's quickly go through. So first of all, you can see this is from Johnny Watts and Alexis Beavis. Please put that all in perspective of all the layoffs and problems Frontier had recently. So they are in the core center of a huge change, and we are not going to go through all these things over here because you know that they're not in a great position. You don't have to check that, okay? But what we have to check is what's going on with the next stuff. So as you can see over here, the revenue in the first half year of 24 is not really better than the half year of 23. In fact, it's been worse. So you can see that there is a couple of things that yeah, just go in a different way, but it's not looking too bright as of now, but they're planning to go there. I don't want to dive too deep into here, and I'm also not 100% sure if I've seen everything correctly. This is not what's too interesting for you. More interesting is how it goes on with the upcoming releases, and this is where it's getting spicy. Now, you can see over here, you can see H2, this means the second half of the fiscal year 24, new content and platforms. This means everything you see in this above line, upper line over here is done by the end of May this year. So within the next 5 months or 4.5 months. There is going to be one more Planet Zoo paid DLC. There's going to be one more Jurassic World Evolution paid DLC. There is going to be the Warhammer 40,000 coming to console. And there is a PC game, an existing PC game coming to console. And this effectively means the confirmation of Planet Zoo, because there is no other game Frontier has that is not already on console. We have the game Jurassic World Evolution, it's already on console. We've got the wonderful Planet Coaster, it's on console. We've got Warhammer coming to console, as you can guess. We've got Jurassic World Evolution, which is on console. We've got Elite Dangerous, which is on console. So there is only one game left, and this is obviously the wonderful Planet Zoo. Because you can, skip ahead. F1's Manager is not going to make it there. Is it even? I don't even know, but it doesn't matter. It's a licensed thing. Don't worry about this. It is definitely the confirmation. They could have even put it in here. It doesn't make any sense because there is no other game that it could technically be. And now we look at this one over here. This is the fiscal year 25 new game releases. And if you remember what I've just said, that Frontier has the fiscal year that goes from June to the end of May. Means that 2025 fiscal year means from the 1st of June 24 to the 30th of May 26. And Frontier always releases the games in the second half of the year in November. That's been always the case, and this is pretty much how it will be. So this own IP CMS game, we've already talked so much about this, is going to be released in November of this year, because if not, this would be 26. If this would be fiscal year 26, then it would be next year November. But they will most likely announce this somewhere around the end of May, which is after they've done the console edition for Planet Zoo and also the last DLCs for all these games. So it's going to be a very busy first half of the year for us Frontier game fans and lovers, because that's going to be great. And now we come to this game, and I said this in the intro, this is not only most likely, I would say now we are in the high 90s percentages of likeliness. This is going to be Planet Coaster 2. But why do I think so? Well, let's skip through a little, and you can see the portfolio performance in cumulative revenue. This is where you will see why this is going to be Planet Coaster 2. Now, as you see this over here. This is over time, and this is the cash flow compared to each other. So you can see this is in the year of which they exist and then what they did. Now, with the console edition of Planet Coaster, you can see there was a huge bump in sales, and then overall the sales increased because they sold more stuff to both platforms, PC and console. So if you look at the timing over here, look where Planet Zoo just is. So it's about time that they get a console edition, right? And then you can expect actually a little bump there as well. So pretty much what you can expect. And I'm very interested to see how this is gonna work out, because that's surely gonna hit the Jurassic World evolution kind of timeline over here. And just to say the one thing, Planet Zoo is their second most successful game ever, okay? And if you look at Planet Coaster being a very much smaller game and being very much better than Elite in the overall cash flow, it just makes sense to make a safe bet at their situation right now. Zoo is existing, they're gonna make a console version of this, so it makes sense to bring out Planet Coaster 2. It just makes sense, because it will work. And that's what Frontier needs right now. They will need a game that works. We know it has been in development, the leaks have already not only supported that, it is a fact that it has been in development. So there's no reason why they wouldn't release that. It makes absolutely no sense for them to do something else. So they will most likely do this. And as we also know that there will be 2 more Planet games, or at least creative simulation games, after the release this year, it's 100% likely, no, it's not 100%, it's never 100%, but it's very, very likely that it's going to be Planet Zoo 2. Bringing this to console means the end of support for Planet Zoo. This is going to be the end. It's going to be the last DLC, then it's going to be the console version, and after that, this is going to be maintenance work, okay? And you can pretty much guess that Planet Zoo 2 will be a lot closer. And honestly, if you look at the table over here, imagine we have Planet Coaster 2. That means in year 8, over here, we are going to see a second part. And if you guess that Planet Zoo will move 2 more forward, that would be year 7 for a second game. It's not even that far away, okay? And then after this, and kudos also to Mr. Eben, who kind of had the same idea and thoughts, it makes so much sense for them, because with 2 strong Planet games just being released where they know there is an audience, there are people willing to pay, they have a very safe foundation to branch out into one new endeavor for the Planet game franchise. So you can expect the last of the 3 being something brand new. So, guys, I am shocked in a very positive way. This is our year. This is getting big and serious. This is going to become absolutely amazing. So yeah, you can also check it yourself. You know, that's the Frontier. You will find that online if you just go for the Frontier Development Fiscal Year 24 Interims Results presentation. You can check them, and you can also see the units sold and stuff like that. Very interesting stuff. Also, you can see the similarity of Coaster and Zoo. Even though Coaster has been sold more often, it made less revenue. And if you check out Jurassic World and Planet Zoo, you can see how good Planet Zoo performs in comparison, because it made a very solid revenue, even better than Jurassic World Evolution, and that one being more expensive because on console, you know, this game over here compares to a game that is on 2 platforms. This just shows how insanely strong and great the Planet game franchise is for Frontier. So it just makes a lot of sense for them. And I mean, just look at the roster up here. What kind of game would you expect from a company that have done this stuff? What kind of game would you expect from them? It's surely going to be a Coaster game again. That's where they're strong at. They want to go back to the core. Okay, I've been rambling enough. Guys, just sit down, enjoy this moment, because we have more or less confirmation. I mean, you can argue whatever you want in the comments, but just don't be fooled. This is more or less confirmation. It's not even clickbait or anything. We are there, guys. We're there, and I'm so excited I can't even tell. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts. What are you looking most forward to? The Planet Zoo console version, or the Planet Coaster 2 release, or the announcement? Whatever it is, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Have a good evening. Goodbye.